So many cups. Okay, now very happy. And we went analyze, we explored, we went some, yes, to research the human realms. I hope now fully to understand how it is the human existence situation. That is a really wonderful. And now it's like fifth one is the like second high realm, which is Asuras. Asuras is quite not God realm, not really human. Like this sort of, there are some between, and this is we call the Asuras. Asuras, how much they have sufferings. This kind of the land is maybe a bit difficult to say, to exist, but in the human side, human society, Asuras. Someone showing me the cosmology, Mount Imoro. And Asuras, the pleasure and abundance enjoyed by the Asuras, the demigods. And Asura of the demigod rival or the battle, or it's the war. Those of the God realms. This God means it's not God of the something creation. This God is like kind of the Asuras, Indras, Brahms, those are some kind of the connected, or like kind of more humans. But they more is like a kind of the abundance, joy, pleasures. And therefore they are a little bit different than us. But particularly in here, the demigod, Asuras is like not really God realm, and it's a demigod, not really human, God, but not really God. It's between there is demigod, we can to say. However, from previous life, they have a strong propensity for the envy, and the envy of the jealousy, very much jealousy, incredible jealousy. And these propensities comes from the jealousy or the envy. Then it is the quarreling, fighting, beating, killing, argue. make bottles, or not bottle, butter, or not butter, in the world. And also it's like we can to say the First World War, Second World War, the wars we know very well. Sometimes even the human beings dummy God. And we have a lot of envy, jealousy, but we have more propensity of anger, hatred, arrogant, proud, and blah. We are the more worse than the demigod's propensities we have had. I don't know. And like this situation, this effect of those past negative action of the jealousy, envy, then is anger, then war. Is that no sooner do they take the present form, then they start to experience intense feeling of the envy. Envy or jealousy. Jealousy. But all of you don't know the jealousy. That's great. I don't know the jealousy, but I have feeling of the jealousy. Someone say, I don't afraid for the death, but I wouldn't be, I don't want to be there when death process starts. This really is like how it is much we have the feeling of the envy or the jealousies. Even in our human beings, there's different human beings. Someone has such jealousies. And it's like incredible, they all the time nervous, depressed, and like kind of the to say is like, which is my belongings, who can to take away? There's rich, maybe they took my property. There's beautiful, they took my beauty. Oh, there's handsome, they took my handsome. Whatever they perceive, they have jealousy, envy. That since when they are present bodies, then when they're born, naturally, immediately, tendencies is a very thick, dense, heavy, disturbing emotion of the jealousy. And jealousy is like, we can say is, yesterday we are more is like each ralamas. Which kind of cause, disturbing emotions, make cause of the birth. Look, now I understand the demigod, it is like more produced by our anger, jealousy, envy, jealousy. And like this, jealousy is very incredible, horrible. When you have jealousy, you see upper class, you're never happy. All the time it's like a competition. They are high position, they are like kind of the reputations are good, and popularity, and me not. Why? I should become the popularity. I should have some well-known. Why? I don't know, but this is my nature. Yes, this nature comes from the envy. And also in the same levels, there's such a competition. Jealousies. Someone's doing things very never happy. I want to better than this person's. I want to jump in the front. What do you think? I'm doing better than that? And it's after someone's doing, studying, practice, and something is going well, we are not happy? Because causing of the disturbing emotion, jealousy, feeling of the envy, intense feeling of the envy, experience intense feelings of the envy, horrible feeling of the envy, strong feeling of the envy. And therefore, they have envy. They want to make a war because it's like some things like all the times appear the problems between. And also even within their own Ralamas, Asuras, demigods, they have own land, different territories. But also they argue, this is your territory, this is my territory, you cannot come here. Then they war, they're killing each other and knocking each other like this. They are disputed between territories. Dispute is kind of argumentation, dispute. Ugly dispute. And between these territories, this is my territory, this is your territory, yeah. And also it's like a province. And this is like kind of my own province. No, not yours, mine, like this. Okay. Kind of the, sometimes ancient times, it's now, yeah. It's my people, my territory, my village, my city, like this. And kind of the holding. And then each other's like kind of jealousy. And they spend all their time fighting, busy. Like something is we can look at in the Middle East. I don't know, but almost centuries there are war. I heard some in the countries, they never ever kind of the peace, quiet. Very much nervous each moment, which kind of attacked. Maybe each individual inside the people, like a kind of like suicide bomber. And there are such a kind of we don't want to say but terrorist, or it's like, or some as other countries attack, other peoples. They all, even that this year, this is such a problem, there's according to coronavirus, COVID-19, or this pandemic. But still there's a war, fighting, disagreement. They're killing each other. There's no compassion. Ah, yes, I killed you. Happy. Oh, revenge. They say, you used to kill our family, now we kill you. Killing, never ever to be quiet, busy, fighting. And quarreling among themselves over such disagreement. And all the times disagreement. And about the strawberries, there's such a disagreement. Really? In Dharma city we have a lot of strawberries, but we have disagreement. Yes, that we knocking each other very much because someone took the half strawberry. Disagreement a lot. Someone went in the kitchen, tried to make the tea. If someone came to take jealous, you cannot make tea here. Go away. Disagreement, and finally they took up teapot and hit each other. All the teapot is broken. I'm really ashamed to tell you. But now we haven't got teapot. We need to order to Amazon. Last time we ordered some teapot in Amazon, but they delivered in front of Dharma City, but they already crashed it. That is our karma, comes from the jealousy. I make joke, nothing, no problem. And like this kind of the, it's funny. And yesterday there is making, I'm very stupid. Telling to our situation, we are very calm, no jealous each other, no envy, no anger each other, very much. We love each other very much. We take care of each other very much. Every day hug, kiss, what would you like? But sometimes they feel like this. We need to study Dharma. But anyway, worse things, looking upward, into the realm of the God, they can see that the God have the ultimate in wealth and position. Yes, that's true. The demigod is problems. In the mountain mirrors, force like kind of the half is on the sea, half is on the outside of the sea, the mountain mirror. Outside of the sea, there's 4 stages. And then there is at the top of this 4 steps, there is a little bit, not very connection, but there is our desire realms, like called the 32 God realms, which is the desire realms, or the desire realms, God realms. And the demigod is below they are living. Demigod is sometimes not really certain, like this kind of. When you read in the books, the researchers, they said sometimes 6 realms. That times they really purposely count the demigod, Asuras. But sometimes they not count that, they call the 5 realms. Why you say like this? In the below this, in the top of the mountain mirror, there is other like kind of 32 God realms of the human, the desire realms. Below there is something, but it's like half demigod is more below the animals. It's not really demigods, the nangas. Half is sometimes it is below the God realms. And then it's very difficult to make the distinctions. Therefore, sometimes you don't count a demigod when you say the 5 realms because of that. But really you purposely count. There are some jealousy persons or beings living there. Then they see the horrible things. In the middle of the mountain mirror, there is one wonderful tree in the middle. This tree root is in the middle of the mountain mirror, but they grow a very longer, 1 centimeter. It's quite longer, yes. 1 centimeter is quite long. Oh, I forgot. 1 million meters. Very high. And then it's like it has very natural fruits, very organic, tasty, big, it has nice fruits. But the drumming god, Asuras, they see the kind of fruits, but they cannot use, they cannot eat. Like their god realms, they rely on these trees, but they don't need to care about that because root is downstairs and fruits is upper, like kind of. Like same as we can say, first floors, whoever living there, you need to taking care that the like vegetations. But to grow up, all the result in the second floor, they enjoy it. Then like the first floors, whoever living in jealousy, we are taking care. Like this. And the God realms, they have a very much coding that wealth position. Then they take jealous. And also this from the sea, these trees, they also see that all the gods want and needed are provided by these trees. We call the wish-fulfilling trees. For example, this 30 tree, God realm of the desire. And this is like a sort of, they think it's natural. Whoever you born there, it's natural you can use it. And you go to this tree near this, you say, I need a pleasant sound, I need tasty food. It's automatic, nice. Therefore we call the wish-fulfilling tree. Who is the root, however, are in their own realms, What is adjustment is in the drumming god realms and the Asuras. And that they are the side with unbearable resentment. Unbearable resentment, unbearable, they have jealousy. And it's like kind of the so strong envy, resentment. We need to take this. Our like fruits, they take. They are like kind of the holding unbearable resentment. Of course, caught in the past actions. I'm sorry, I need to wearing these glasses, no choice. And whatever they needed, like a kind of the necessity or necessary things for the war, making wars, like arm, this sort of weapons, and don't need to some companies or factories to produce it automatically. There's the forest of the aggressions. You go to there to pick up, and you can do weapon what you want. Donning their armors and grabbing their weapons very tragically to holding. And I said the grabbing means the canton grab, but they do not understand. This means the grabbing is holding weapons. They set off to make war with or on the God realms. As soon as the God see that is the happening, they proceed to the forest of the aggressions. And I made kind of the mistake. This forest of aggression is maybe not in the demigod realms. I think this one is maybe in the God realms. The forest of the aggression, that means aggression is awful things. Is whatever this forest to grow up is kind of maybe weapons. Therefore, this is called the forest of the aggression. And in their turn, put on armor and take up the arm. Like kind of they're wearing, or like adorning and protections and upboardings, or holding the weapons. Then they are coming to make the war with the demigods. The god keeps on the elephant with 32. The Masha, something is told to me, but here's 30, not 33. It's 32. The book is say 32. Yes, Jorn? Huh? No, it's wrong. 32. Huh? It's a rond. In the Tibetan, is the 32 head of this elephant. 32. She correct. And she sent me this morning, maybe in your book is 33, it's wrong, okay? And 32, standing. Supremely standing. Never fell down. Supremely standing. And I make kind of the joke, okay? I'm really not sure this is a real elephant. Like a kind of the weapon. These days, some science, they create the bomber airline. Air fighting disc, like in the water. The shape is like animal, like birds. But reality is not really animals. And maybe in the God realms, they create like a kind of, it's extraordinary to create it. Looks like elephant. Standing means it's never fell down. You can to say these days like a supremely robot. And now they create the humans. You stand in the forest, you climb, fell down, and you get up. Looks like real humans. They never fell down. Very much steady. They like doing things. They create this kind of huge, looks like elephant. Never fell down. It itself has the 32 head. And to sit on this 32 head, he's the God Ralamas. In the middle, boss or king, surround his retinue. Go the India. He sits in the middle of the hand of the rider. Under the central head is the king.